Mute. Oh. Hi, everybody. Just want to let you know we're live, and we're waiting on Lizzie to help you get troubleshot shooting. I'm going to look to see, based on our comments, why are my comments not showing up? Am I still in restricted mode again? Yes, it still keeps putting me back. Northside loves to put me on restricted mode. Let's see, that way I can have comments. There we go. Hi, Mr. Walton. Welcome. Glad to see you on the live chat. And we'll wait to see. One of the things you'll notice with YouTube is there's about a 10 to 15 second delay. And my biggest challenges so far have been how to fill that time. So if I look like I'm staring off in space, it's like I'm sitting here going, I'm waiting for people to respond and see how they're doing, if they're logged in. When it comes to students logging in, you'll have them jump in at various times. So you don't need to sit and wait for everybody to be logged in. You just want to have your comments up so you can see them off to the side. So if somebody asks a question, they're there. Pretty much it's a monologue after that, unless if your home is incorporated in it, which tends to happen in my house. I hope everybody had a good morning. I am normally not a morning person, so, and don't mind my beautiful tag here. I usually don't wear it. Yes, I know. So my secretaries didn't even put a hole punch in it. So since I'm required to wear my ID badge today, I have it taped to my chest here so that I can be in compliance. And so that's where we're at with that. Hi, Terry. Welcome. Glad to see you. Hope we've got some more logging on here in a minute, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. As you notice, when you're live, sometimes you subconsciously do things like I scratched my shoulder and I just saw the delay and I'm like, oh, that's not good. But that's okay. You may make mistakes like that. And I found with the kids, it's more about being real and camera angles as it goes and where you look good and where you don't. And I've had a few where they've gone up my nose. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. It's good to see y'all. Hi, Audrey. How's it going? Audrey and my husband are friends and have worked together before, so that's how I know Audrey. And speaking of that, my husband's a football coach, and so he took our oldest daughter to strength and conditioning yesterday. Hi, Connie. And she couldn't walk all afternoon because they had her flipping tires and doing that kind of stuff. And it was just quite interesting to see what all's going on. And so she's home recovering today. She didn't want to go back for another day, but I told her she had to run today or something. So we'll see how they go. Hi, Tracy Jones. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you there. For those of y'all getting in, and I'll repeat this in a little bit, the idea for this came from LuLaRoe. And ladies, if any of you know about, yes, they do. LuLaRoe is a line of clothing, and I had several people that were selling it through Facebook Live. And the way they sell their clothing is you go to a live stream session, and then the buyers will go in and they will type sold, and the person is just talking to you live. And if you ask questions, then you can answer back in video to their typed questions. And so, and hence, yes, that's why I wore my LuLaRoe skirt today, since it inspired me to do this workshop. And I went to Lizzie, my tech coach at my campus, and I said, how can I do this? I know we can't do Facebook in Northside, but how can we do this to where I can video stream to my students and they be able to text and not override me? So that's the inspiration for this, and I'm sure I'll address it to the group as a whole once we all get going. But that is where all of this came from. And my idea, along with being a very busy mom, and as I said, I'm the wife of a coach. Any coach wife will tell you that it's a busy life, and it's you basically whatever season your spouse is in, you are a single parent. So I found that I was spending way too much time at school with tutorials, and I can't get. So here comes Lizzie. She came to join me in my remote outpost. I'm going to move this right here so we can both be. Okay. There you go. Right. I told him that we run about 10 to 15 seconds. Bradford thinks he's ready.
All right.
You'll do good. It'll all be great. Hi, did I say hi to Nicole? I don't know if I said hi to her yet. Anyway, so being a coach's wife is you become a single parent in the season, whichever your spouse is coaching. And I needed time to be at home with my family. And this is what's called a bullet journal. I don't know if any of y'all have used it, but I'll see if I can find the worst day of my life when I realized Northside was getting too much of my time. Oh yeah, here we go. On this one, nope, that's not it. There's a time tracker. And I had one where when I tracked my time at the end of the day, I found out my family got 15 minutes of my day. And from the time that I left for work till the time I went to bed, Northside had my whole day. And that's too much time. And so, and it was from mandated tutorials and kids needing help and all this extra outreach. So that's how I ended up coming up with the idea of, can I tutor from my home and still be there for my kids, but provide a time outside the school day, especially with high achieving kids that are involved in multiple sports and activities.
Nice.
So,
and for me, the way that I've used this is with a parent GT group that we have. What we do is we host meetings at one site, and we're able to broadcast it to different areas, and then we're able to record it so then people can go back and look at the video again. And also the other thing too, you don't have to do it from home. You can do it right after school if you need to, 4 to 4:30, do something like that.
Because the beauty of it is once we've recorded this one, it will be live. Or it's live now, but it'll be recorded just like I saw with the LuLaRoes. You can go back and watch them later, and it saves it to your YouTube. So the kids that couldn't be there to tune in live, they go back and they will listen to it, and they can do it. I had a student that wrote me a letter at the end of the year this year that said, Mrs. Moeller, I was really struggling in your pre-AP class. And then once you did the pop-up tutorials, it really made everything click. So we ready to move on to the next phase?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
So what we want to do is we want to set up our norms for today. So the first question we want to type it in. What are some of the things that distract you when you are in an in-service? What are some of the things that distract you? So we'll go ahead and fill that in. We'll get some more comments going here in a bit.
Yeah. And like I said, the biggest struggle at this point is that dead space, because you know you have a 10 to 15 second delay. So that's about it. So what I usually do in that delay while I'm letting people do their work in process, talk about something like what I'm going to do tonight. Guess what I'm doing tonight?
What are you doing tonight?
After tonight, my husband's, we're going to call him my nephew because then you get into cousins related to cousins. Yeah. Anyways, our nephew plays for Wall ISD, and for the first time they are playing in the state baseball tournament at Round Rock. So they drove in yesterday from West Texas. We're all caravanning up for the 7 o'clock game. I hate baseball, just to let y'all know. This is a great sacrifice, but I will do it for my nephew. So we're going to go do that and have fun. And I find that sports on a state level are much better.
Nice.
So yeah.
I will be working on a digital breakout EDU. I'm rebuilding my session a little bit. So if any of you want to come out tomorrow afternoon, I am doing a session on breakout EDUs.
Hey, I went to an and I learned so much. If you want to do breakout EDUs, go do one. I learned a lot of tricks. Like they had a board and they had a black light. A black light is real key in those rooms. And we got stuck, of course. The one we went in, the room had 50 steps. I didn't know that. They said we had gone like through 1,000. I felt like 1,000. We'd gone through a whole bunch of stuff, and
We're getting a lot of
being hungry, talking over, present. Yeah, I hate the talking in the background. Noises from the hall.
being hungry. So
Being
that's a big
hungry,
one. Okay.
yeah.
So there are concessions in the cafeteria. So when you go out of in the main entrance straight ahead, they are selling concessions out there. So I think we can pretty much, we're all adults. If you need to take a break at all, please go to the restrooms if you need to. If you want to go grab a snack, that's fine too. We're going to have a lot of work time built into this. We're going to have a lot of work time built in.
We're going to have a lot of work time. You're going to be able to plan something out, have it ready in your mind so you can, and you will be presenting today too, just like we are.
Yes. Everyone's going to get that chance to practice. So what we'll be doing soon is we'll be going in there and we'll be showing you, okay, this is how you do a hangout. We'll run through it and group so that you can actually practice one and do one with the group. Let's see.
And one of the beauties of it is Lizzie in the About section made a cheat sheet for y'all.
Yes.
I'll show you my cheat sheet that I've had. It is this little Post-it note here, and I still, even when I came in today, had to go back and look at it. So I've been doing this since what, January? January. So I still every time have to go back to my cheat sheet. So don't think that you're supposed to master this and have it down, because, and also as one of our teachers who was a former CIT said, Google likes to move and change things constantly. So if you go back and it's not there, it's not you, it's Google.
And we'll help you with that. I see a comment here also, the presenters take too long. So what's great about our session, it's built so that if you need to plug ahead and move ahead, you'll be able to as well. So we do have that built in. If there's any other norms, we'd like to hear those that you guys would like to instill or have. Please ask questions. You guys need to work together as a group, work together as a team. We'll just give it a few more seconds and then we'll probably see you guys in a little bit if we don't get any other comments.
You're a tech coach. And by the way, I am a gifted and talented specialist at my middle school. I have taught high school and middle school. I was a debate coach in high school, and then I'm a GT specialist now in middle school. And for the last few years until the new model kicked in at our campus, I've been teaching 7th grade GT Texas history, 8th grade GT US history, and 8th grade pre-AP US history, plus doing remediation.
Right.
So
my background, academic technology coach, but prior to that, GT studies teacher, and then before that, history. I also coached boys basketball, believe it or not. So I also did that, a little bit of that. But I love this too, Connie's comment about having an open mindset.
Great.
So I think that's a great way for us to segue. We're going to see you guys in real life instead of YouTube live here in a little bit.
But we wanted you to have the experience of what it's like from the student side and how this works so that you could see it going in and have the vision and not try to piece it together as we go through. Just a minute.
All right. We'll
talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I've got to go down here.